Pearlescent dye is a legendary dye that can be dropped by mobs on the end island. The drop rate is divided into 3 categories. The low tier category, which houses all of the mobs, which there are either too many or they get killed way too often. Any player can kill these mobs efficiently. Apparently. These mobs include Endermen, Zealots, Bruisers, and the very rare Obsidian Defender. Then we have the middle tier mobs. These mobs either have high HP but high rates for kills, or low HP but lower rates for kills. These mobs include the Voidling Fanatics and Extremists. But Semi, they have like 4 trillion HP! Why are they 1 in 5 million? Well, it's because these goobers going absolutely crazy, and then they die a cringe in 0.2 seconds. And then we have the Nest Endermites. Like, nobody remembers these guys. They were popular for like 2 months after the update, and now whenever I see an endermite burrow, it just makes me want to die. Haha, get it? Want to know what else makes me want to die? These new dye textures, like, they're so ugly. Just go back to the old ones. It makes them look less unique, and it makes it look like they're a stupid honey jar. Okay, fine. And then we have the dragons.
No, I'm not dealing with that.
They have a 1 in 100,000 chance of dropping the dye, with the only exception being the superior dragon. Wait a minute, this seems oddly familiar. The issue is, it either takes way too long or costs you way too much to grind. Oh yeah, there's also these idiots, but no one cares about them because they take too long to spawn. It's really unfortunate because it seems like all of the mobs I've mentioned are really inefficient for dye grinding. If only there was a mob that has a spawn rate and drop chance that the admins overlooked. Hey bro, stop hitting me, I'm trying to record. Wait a minute. Oh! This is an endermite. An endermite is a pest that can be spawned in the end that is so annoying that the admins forgot to add it in the garden update. And I'm glad for that, because the only use for them before the dye update was the bestiary and the 4 endstone they drop. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that they can be spawned by mining. Not by any mining, though.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Nuke mining. What I mean is you have to have high enough mining spread so you can like spawn 10 of them per second. And that's a lot. 2 issues though. One of them is there's a cap. No, not that cap. I mean the cap where if there's like 10 quadrillion mobs on the screen, there just won't be any more that can spawn. Which means you have to stop mining and kill them and waste valuable time. And second, like I mentioned earlier, because of how many mobs there are, the game is super giga bugs and triggers all players in a 40 block radius to lose 98% of their brain cells, and following that, they will then return to the age of the apes and explode all your endermites. And this might not be a big issue because guess what? Loot share! Yippee! Because I was the person that spawned the endermites, I should get bestiary credit and a chance of dropping the dye for this. Right? No! Which means you don't get loot share, you don't get magic farm, you don't get bestiary, and you don't even get a chance of dropping the dye. So we have established that endermites are very weak and harmless, but how do we kill them? Well, you would want to use your choice of mining pet to mine the endstone. Then, when you reach the endermite cap, you'll know when to do it, because your PC will be on fire.
Fire in the hole!
Then, what you want to do is quickly swap to a magic find set, then rod swap to a magic find pet using an auto pet rule. Then, you call upon the power of the sun, and boom! So yeah, that's the meta.
But Semi, couldn't you just use, like 2 people? So like one person mines and the other kills?
No way, surely that can't work. Oh my god. That's right, everybody. The way to beat Hypixel Skyblock is to have friends. So how the two-player method works is one player will follow a predetermined path along the floor of the dragon's nest. They will use whatever tool selected to mine that path. The tool can literally be anything except a stonk, which I will explain later. The runner...
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
will follow the miner on that predetermined path and killing any endermites that spawn. You could use any weapon that has explosive damage for this, although Hyperion is recommended or Fire Veil Wand as a last resort. The path that I use for the method optimizes the flat and open areas on both sides of the dragon's nest. Another thing to note, please do not grind in a lobby where people are doing dragons, especially if you are doing the solo method. You're going to get flung by the dragon, you're going to get beat up, your endermites are going to just die of cringe and or despawn, and yeah, it's very bad. Okay, yeah, that's the meta. Let's start with the miner. The miner is equipped with a full set of glossy mineral or mineral armor for maximum mining spread. The heart of the mountain tree, or strange, deformed neural network, should be equipped with the level 100 efficient miner. It should also be noted that you also have as much mining fortune as possible and make some extra money in collection. The tool that you should use can basically be virtually anything. The only requirements is that you can insta-break endstone and you have the fleet reforge on your pickaxe. You can get the fleet reforged by using the diamondite reforged stone. And one last requirement. You need to make sure that your pickaxe can actually spawn the endermites. Because if they can't, then hey, chill, please. We can talk about this. As for the runner should be equipped with as much magic find as possible. So Golden Dragon, either full sorrow or full magic find Aurora. The second attribute should also have something to do with mana, because you're definitely going to run out of mana. They should have Looting 5 and Mana Steel on their weapon of choice, because you will run out of mana, like I said. A Gloomlock Grimoire is also recommended. The runner should drink a Wolfer Mixin for the one-shot bonus it gives. Well, that's about it for the setup. I'll admit, I was a bit surprised when I looked at the rates. I just want to thank these people before we get into the rates for helping me test this method out. Okay, in total, we averaged 15,300 kills per hour, meaning you can complete the 10,000 kill bestiary in about 40 minutes. So using the formula and assuming you have about 275 magic find, the bestiary gives you like 100. I don't know how you wouldn't. Instead of a 0.00001% chance, or 1 in 10 million, you would have a 0.00007% chance, or a 1 in 1.42 million. Meaning on average, it would take 92 hours to grind this die. For the solo, we can add 1/3 to the total time for the swap time. In total, it would take 120 hours to drop the Pearlescent die. That's honestly not that bad, considering OG Cyclamen is on average at like a 9,000 hour grind. Overall, this is one of the most recognized dies in the game, and I actually have had the most fun grinding this die than I have ever had before. Well, yeah, it's not the greatest comparison, but you still gotta take my word for it. Oh, and one more thing. You still need to hit that subscribe button. If you don't hit that subscribe button, I don't drop the die. So, there's a deal.